separated and arranged in an order of their respective wavelengths by the passage of white light through a prism, scale or glass, etc. Okay, but you see how much clumsy is there in definition, but very simple to understand this. This a series of colored bands. That means you see, you observe, you take a scale and you observe from that scale like this. Okay, we can observe some colors like violet, like that. Okay, otherwise you see a rainbow. Okay, here 7 colors are there in rainbow. Okay, we can observe it, but we are thinking white color is only white. Okay, not like okay, there are 7 colors in white color, white light only. Okay, like that a series of colored bands separated and arranged in an order of their respective wavelengths. You see here, wavelength is the characteristic of the color, different color. That means one color have different characteristics. Okay, this group of wavelengths or group of frequencies also called the spectrum. See, very simple is there. That means it is a group of wavelengths. Like suppose you observe white color, Vidgaya. Okay, Vidgaya is the shortcut one. See, here if you are observing our rainbow or in sunrise white color, okay, we can observe that violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red color. Clearly we can observe that. But we are thinking that is only white color, because the total 7 colors will combine to form white color. Okay, that's why it appear white color. Here spectrums are many are there, but our for our 10th class need some classifications, clear classifications. This is very clumsy is there in our textbooks. Okay, I will tell you very simple method to understand it. Okay, what are those ones you see? Types of spectrums. Some for understanding only this one, you are learning more other spectrums in before classes and other classes, but for understanding only these classifications you see. Okay, classification 1, that is line spectrum and band spectrum. Second one is band spectrum. What is this spectrums, madam? Okay, I already told you spectrum means it is a group of wavelengths or frequencies. Okay, here line spectrum means you see lines will be formed. Lines only forms. For example, this one is hydrogen spectrum. Hydrogen spectrum. Okay, how will it form, madam? Spectrum, how is it form? How that spectrum will form? Okay, there is one the condition that when there is a nucleus and electrons will be revolving around the nucleus, we know that when this electron jumps from or moves from levels, higher level to lower level and lower level to higher level, then what happen? Energy will emitted or energy will absorbed for some times. At the time that colors will be formed, lines will be formed. That's why we are seeing nowadays colorful color pictures in our home also. But before, once you observe, only black and white TV is only there. But nowadays we are seeing colorful, very colorful, by this one only. Okay, when we have improved these spectrums, then only we can see the color TV. Okay, this is the line spectrum. For example, for the line spectrum is hydrogen spectrum. Okay, it gives red color and green color and some yellow, green color only, red, green, blue color also, like this. And what is meant by band spectrum, ma'am? Like a bands, like this will be formed. Bands like. Okay, that is the band spectrum. Okay, this is the one. Now you say our rainbow is which type of spectrum from these two? Band spectrum. We clearly observe bands. Okay, this is the first classification. Now you take second classification, classification 2. Okay, continuous spectrum and discontinuous spectrum. Discontinuous spectrum. What is continuous spectrum and what is discontinuous spectrum? That means that wavelengths forms continuously. There is no gaps. Okay, there is no breaks between the line and the colors. That is called the continuous spectrum. If there is gaps like this, okay, this is the discontinuous spectrum. Okay, here this one, can you say what is the spectrum among these two? Our rainbow. Okay, rainbow is the continuous spectrum. You can observe it continuously, that colors will be spreading in the rainbow like this. Yes or no? Okay, like this only, one after color, one after color will be, no, there is no gaps between the colors in rainbow. That's why it is the continuous spectrum. Okay, and the third classification is emission and absorption spectrum. First we have to discuss about this only. But it is simply is there, understanding is very simple, that's why I am telling that. Okay, third one is emission spectrum. Emission spectrum and absorption spectrum. What is this spectrums, madam? Emission spectrum is when electron jumps from one level to another level, spectrum will be formed. I already told you. Okay, when that electron moves from high level, higher energy to lower energy, then some energy will be released. That means emitted. Okay, that by emitting forms a line spectrum or band spectrum or continuous spectrum or discontinuous spectrums will be formed. That spectrum is called the emission spectrum. Okay, by observing forms absorption spectrum. That means when electron moves from lower energy level to higher energy level, then some energy will be observed. That time forms a lines or bands or continuous or discontinuous spectrums will be formed. That is called the absorption spectrum. Okay, these are the some classifications to understand by 10th class level only. By 10th class level, only for 10th class level only. But in other classes there is more types of spectrums we will learn after. Now for this one, in our 10th class level there is a electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, we will discuss in next video for that electromagnetic spectrum.